SUVs have long since supplanted minivans as the rise of choice among American families. Their upright design affords a commanding view of the road and makes for easy entering and exiting. SUVs can be fitted with extensive lists of comfort, convenience, and the latest collision avoidance feature, along with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive for added stability. Best of all, many midsize and most large models come with 3 rows of seats to fit as many as 8 passengers at a time, depending on the configuration. Where the 3rd row is not needed, it can be folded flat to create a spacious cargo hold. In today's video, we will check out some of the best 3-row SUVs for 2021. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. The 2021 Toyota Highlander. Outside of having one of the best safety scores in the class, the Highlander does not excel in any one area. Still, it's a good, well-rounded midsize SUV. It has 3 rows of seats, and while the first 2 are roomy and comfortable, the last row is cramped. Cargo space isn't class-leading, but it's still very serviceable. This Toyota's cabin quality is good, and the tech features are straightforward. While the vehicle technically fits as many as 8 passengers, 7 with the center row captain's chairs, it lacks sufficient legroom in the 3rd row to be of any use other than carpooling grade school-age kids. There is plenty of room to stretch out in the front row, however, while the 2nd row slides and reclines for added comfort. The cabin is otherwise on the plain side, with the interior quality varying by trim level. Under the hood, it comes standard with a 295 horsepower V6 engine. While this isn't the most muscular SUV in the class, it serves up sharp acceleration from a stop. You can also get up to higher speeds fairly easily, thanks to an 8-speed automatic transmission that works smoothly in the background. The Highlander drives comfortably over uneven pavement and provides a balanced, comfortable ride, though there is little steering feedback and it usually feels like you are driving a big vehicle, because you are. The 2022 Volkswagen Tiguan. The VW Tiguan is a good SUV. Its cargo capacity is above the class average, and its high price is offset by its generous list of standard technology like Android Auto and Apple CarPlay smartphone integration. It's also one of the few compact SUVs to offer 3rd row seating. This VW stumbles a bit when it comes to performance though. While the ride is compliant, the vehicle is slow to accelerate and it isn't very engaging to drive. It is one of the rare compact crossover SUVs to offer a 3rd row of seats with 7 passenger capacity as an alternative to the base 2-row configurations. Unfortunately, while the front 2 rows provide adequate headroom and legroom to accommodate adults comfortably, the 3rd row is only hospitable enough for kids. When the rear row is in use, the Tiguan's cargo capacity suffers. The interior otherwise keeps things simple in terms of its design and is graced with upscale materials. The powertrain consists of a 184 horsepower turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This setup is suitable for moving people around and cruising at highway speeds, but the vehicle feels strained when attempting to pass or merge on the highway. Also, the transmission is sometimes slow to shift when more power is needed. The 2021 Kia Sorento. The redesigned Kia Sorento is a good SUV. It offers an energetic turbocharged powertrain and handles winding roads with poise. The ride is comfortable over most roads, and gas mileage is great for the class. It has an upscale interior with 3 rows of seats, plenty of easy-to-use tech features, and a decent maximum cargo capacity. The Sorento's superb combination of quality and value makes it one of the best 3-row SUVs for the money. The 3-row Sorento seats 7 people in its standard configuration, but you can opt for the 2nd row captain's chairs that reduce capacity to 6. Either way, the first 2 rows of seats are comfortable, reasonably supportive, and have ample head and legroom for adult passengers. The 3rd row seats aren't as spacious, and they are set low to the floor, so while adults can fit back there, they won't be very comfortable. Under the hood, 2 engines are on offer, each of which is paired to a smooth shifting 8-speed automatic transmission. The base engine is a 191 horsepower naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. It will get you from point A to point B without any issues, but it lacks the conviction when you stomp on the gas pedal. For a more energetic drive experience, you will want the available 281 horsepower Turbo 4. Whether you are driving around town or on the highway, it delivers much better acceleration. The 2021 Mazda CX-9. The Mazda CX-9 is a great midsize SUV. It exhibits class-leading performance with an energetic engine, stellar fuel economy ratings, and a well-balanced blend of ride comfort and sportiness. Inside, it features elegant cabin materials and intuitive infotainment controls. The CX-9 also rates highly for collision safety and is bristling with standard active safety features. Being a lively performance among a fleet of otherwise sedate people movers, the performance is complemented by how the CX-9's interior treats its occupants to a nicely designed and richly finished cabin. It can accommodate 7 riders with its standard second-row bench, though adding the optional captain's chairs brings the capacity to 6. On the plus side, the optional slide-in and recline-in middle row makes climbing into and out of the third row easier. However, a lack of legroom limits its use to smaller children. The first 2 rows are far roomier, and the top signature model is the most opulent with its leather, wood, and aluminum-trimmed interior. Every CX-9 has a 2.5-liter Turbo 4 engine. Horsepower and torque vary dependent on which octane fuel you use. With regular gas, it makes 227 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. Premium gasoline ups those figures to 250 and 320 respectively. This engine holds up its own against the V6s that power most rivals, whether you are driving in the city or on the highway. Some critics praise the transmission for its seamless shifts, but others might prefer to see an 8-speed automatic instead of the CX-9 6-speed. The 2021 Hyundai Palisade. The 2021 Hyundai Palisade is an excellent 3-row SUV. In fact, it's one of the best 3-row SUVs for families because of its solid combination of safety, reliability, cargo and passenger space, and available family-friendly features. The Palisade boasts a luxurious interior with a large cargo hold and roomy seating for up to 8 people. It's an enjoyable SUV to drive thanks to its sure-footed handling, well-cushioned ride quality, and it packs a stout V6 engine with ample power. It's one of the very few SUVs on this list with 3 rows of 8 seats. A 7-seat layout is available, and it trades in the second-row bench seat for a pair of captain's chairs. The first and second-row seats are supportive and nicely cushioned, and there is generous head and legroom even for taller occupants. The third row can seat 2 adults comfortably, at least on shorter outings, though the seat cushions aren't as plush as those up front, but there is plenty of space for kids in this row. Under the hood is a 3.8-liter V6 engine that produces 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. An 8-speed automatic transmission and front-wheel drive are standard, while all-wheel drive is optional. This powertrain is a good fit for the Palisade. The engine gets up to speed briskly, and it offers ample power for climbing hills and passing other vehicles on the highway. Throttle response is quick, and the transmission executes smooth yet prompt gear shifts. The 2021 Kia Telluride. The 2021 Kia Telluride is a great 3-row SUV with an upscale interior, airy seating space for up to 8 passengers, and a fast cargo hold. It's loaded with active safety features like blind spot monitoring and automatic emergency braking, and it offers an easy-to-use infotainment system. Within its class, the Telluride has the best combination of passenger and cargo room, safety and reliability, and available family-friendly features, which makes it one of the best 3-row SUVs for the money because of its solid combination of quality and value. Offering 3 rows with 8 seats, a 7-seat layout is available, and it swaps the second-row bench seat for a pair of captain's chairs. Regardless of configuration, it can comfortably seat adults in all 3 rows, a feat few other mid-size SUVs can manage. The first and second row seats are supportive and supple. The third row seats aren't as soft or as roomy as those up front, but they are fine for shorter outings, and getting in and out is a breeze. The Telluride is outfitted with the same 3.8-liter V6 engine that produces 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque as in the Palisade. An 8-speed automatic transmission and front-wheel drive are standard, while all-wheel drive is optional. This V6 feels peppy and eager in everyday driving. It shuttles the Telluride around town and up to speed swiftly, and it provides sufficient passing power on the highway. The refined transmission shifts quickly and smoothly. The 2021 Chevrolet Traverse. The Chevrolet Traverse is a good mid-size SUV. It has a capable V6 engine, gets decent gas mileage, and provides a cushioned ride even over rough roads. Few SUVs in any class have as much cargo space while accommodating adults in all 3 rows. The infotainment tech is user-friendly as well. It can seat up to 8 people in its standard configuration, or 7 people if you opt for the second-row captain's chairs. All 3 rows of seats can accommodate adults, though for longer trips, the last row is best left for children. The seats are comfortable and it's easy to get in and out of any row. This Chevy comes with a 310 horsepower V6 engine. It gets the job done, but it doesn't have the lively feel of some rivals' engines. The slick shifting 9-speed automatic transmission comes standard, as does an engine stop-start function. which is a fuel-saving feature not everyone loves. The system works well, but unlike in many other vehicles, it can be disabled. So, which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on notifications for the latest car reviews and news. Take care, and see you in the next one.